Off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, Mariota. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So our two teams, the Jags and the Titans, CD, they formed a pretty good rivalry here in the AFC South. It's been the Titans who have arguably been the best team in the division of late, but these Jags, they have certainly made some big changes since these two teams last met.
And those changes you're talking about, brand new front office, brand new head coach, young quarterback, I think for sure they're on the right track. And to me, this division has a chance of being one of the more competitive ones over the next few years. There's no team right now that you would say is going to dominate in the foreseeable future.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go option to the short side.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mariota going to run the option late. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. He's going to keep this again. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16.
The ball, bro?
He lost 2 and it brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Option play, and they'll give to Ekeler.
And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
A give. This is Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Ekeler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. Just keeping the play alive. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now, Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
From his end zone, Tyler Ervin.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mariota. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the carry, it's Chubb.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And he missed it.
Well,
It's no
Mr.
good,
Christmas
and the
fucking
score will
one
stay
for,
right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mariota on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Throwing, Mariota steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Gets this to Firkser, the tight end.
A gain of 6 there on first. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's now 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They run. Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Mariota to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
2nd and 9.
To throw Mariota. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And it's a Titans touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll go down at the 28. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. First down, Mariota. That's out to Chubb, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Budda Baker with a pick. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Excellent pick there by Budda Baker. And I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named all-pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
I tried to big hit the shit out of him. My dumb ass.
Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage. Point after, right down the middle.
Boy, I tried to make a whole big hit.
Interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Tyler Ervin. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mariota now. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
For it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He completes it to Ridley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.